Welcome back. I built this watch in a day. Like the phoenix rising from the desert, it was parts that became a whole. I'm going to show you how it happened during a one-day watchmaking class that I took this summer. Here we go. Brought to you in part by the Tock shop in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Family-owned, family-run, second-generation business. Please reach out for any questions regarding this amazing local business. Ever thought to yourself, yeah, I know watches, automatics, quartz, whatever. Well, there's so much more to it. And if you feel like ingesting a slice of humble pie as I did, view on at the footage you're about to see in my American Watchmakers Clockmakers Institute one-day class. And thanks to their amazing expertise, I learned so much. And I'm wearing the watch today, and it still works. No, not this watch, but view on and you'll see. Our day started bright and early with AWCI at the Tock shop in their mobile studio. We had 7 students and everything we needed to put together our very own watch. Balance wheels, pinions, lubricants, time graph machines, you name it. But build a watch? Could I actually do it? Could we do it? Yes, we did. Here we are in the mobile watchmaking studio. All that we would need for the day. Jason, as you see right there, here's our instructor from AWCI. Here, a little bit of the equipment, and there's the dish that the movement needs to be kept clean in, and that's the workspace we used. Jason was always an expert, did an amazing job, and right off the bat, we jumped right in. You can see some of the equipment there. First, a little bit about the movement. Here are a few shots of the different equipment we'd be using. Little tiny screwdrivers, lots of these. And here's a shot of the table with everything on there. Our goal was to make it look just like these. Here's all the parts we have to put together. Wow. Here's what the finished product could look like. Some dials. Jason had it all laid out. You can see some of the workspaces there for the 7 students. Just amazing. Had it all there. You can see a time graph machine down there. Everything we would need. We also received front-loaded instruction about just holding the tweezers. They're such an important tool for all those fine movements that you have to use, the dexterity to place the parts just so. It was not just assembling things, but we learned so much about the different parts of a watch, where things need to be lubricated, the movement holder. And you can see here in the video, lots of great instruction. Just seeing how the parts and pieces all go together to make this amazing thing come to life. Here's where our parts bins, step by step, we took pieces out and built it and created such an amazing watch all in one day. And it's something I'm super proud of and thankful for. I can't underscore enough just how taking a class such as this through AWCI or anybody else can just deepen your understanding of watches, how they're put together, what makes them tick, the maintenance required. It's just such a deepening experience in your knowledge of horology, and I really recommend it for everybody. You can see here the parts bin, the workspace, everything was laid out, and it's hands-on, obviously, right? It's extremely hands-on. There I am placing the movement and the movement holder. And this is kind of in the beginning. I'll start placing parts onto the case at that point. And then you'll see a little shot here. That's a better close-up of it. And here's another close-up of that movement. And here's yours truly. Here I am, a couple of the gears in on the movement. Just wanted to show you a quick little look around again of the different area, the different places that people were working, the workbenches. People had all their equipment out, the lubes. I mean, we really were a watchmaking factory for a day. Here's a gear, and kind of a little closer up here, you get an idea of what that looks like. Here's a little more action of assembling the different parts of the watch. It truly exhausts you in a different way. It's so much focus. I'm sure it becomes easier though. Here we go. We have Jason focusing. You can see just the stillness, the dexterity, the focus he has to have even after all his years of experience. His hands have to be extremely stable, and as a result, you start seeing things like this. If you look closely here, I'm going to spin one of the parts of the gear train. On the left side, you'll start to see the movement come to life. And you can kind of see it over there, kind of under that plate. I should do it again here, yep, in a moment. You can see that. You can see how it's starting to live. Moving along, we learned about the gear train there. You can see the movement now here. It's relatively complete. It's beating away at 18,000 beats per minute. You can see that balance wheel just ticking back and forth. Oh, I was so proud. It was a thing of beauty. Blood, sweat, and tears basically went into that, and I'm just so excited, and I'm excited to show you guys that. As we go, we see some of the other students finishing things up. A good shot of the final movement, all assembled. Absolutely awesome. I'm so pumped about it. A little more of Jason just putting on some final touches. You can see he's applying lubricant to the different jewels, those pivot points. It takes precision dropping, and we've spent time just learning how to put a dropper into the bowl to just get the right amount on the needle and which viscosity to use. Towards the end of the day, we learned about beat rates using time graph machines and how different influences can affect if the crown is up, the crown is down, the face is down. So we learned all about beat rates. You can see hopefully 18,000 beats, and that's the movement that it should be set to. So he spent quite a lot of time. It was really great just to learn how to adjust timing. Here's a picture of that lever that you adjust with. And then here's Jason. We got the time graph machine, got the watch movement hooked up, and it'll tell you if you need to slow it, speed it up, adjust the beat rate or this overall speed, and it just takes tiny little presses of those levers. And push it too much, it could be 15 seconds in the wrong direction. Push it the other way, it could be slow in the wrong direction or fast. It's really quite touchy. Here's a final report for mine in different position. Here's the dial now applied to the movement, and next we would be placing the hands onto the dial. So everybody's kind of getting to that stage of the day, and we learned about the machine that would press those hands down. And then here's mine with the first set of hands applied. Right after that, we learned about screwing down the case back to make sure it's ready to be tested for water resistance. And so you can see a student doing that here. Again, here's the time graph machine, and this is the test. And here it is, one-of-a-kind watch made by no brand, but by me. And I have to say, there's nothing quite like it. As I said, I've said before, you can have understandings about watches and watch movements, but until you actually put something like this together and you see that thing beating, it's just hard to imagine how good it can feel. So if you really want to kind of deepen your knowledge, I totally recommend it. I'll put links in the description if you want to reach out to AWCI and see about upcoming classes that they offer. Yeah, thanks for watching. Here's the crew. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.